What is going on, YouTube? Seek These here, back with another video. And today we're going to take a closer look at the fastest mud players in Madden NFL 21. Alright, so it's a couple things on this list that I think you guys need to pay attention to when it comes to picking certain players for certain skill positions and things like that. So first up, look at the quarterback position. Like I said before in my last couple of videos, if you pick the MVP edition, you automatically get Lamar Jackson, the fastest quarterback in the league, MVP of the league, excuse me, and you pretty much are set at the beginning of the month for having a quarterback. You don't have to worry about much. His stats are pretty much good to go. His throw accuracy short is 84, throw accuracy mid is 76, throw accuracy deep is a 78. 85 throw power is going to get the ball there pretty much in the beginning of the game. Excuse me. Throwing a run is an 86 overall as well, and his throw under pressure. So this is absolutely everyone's number one quarterback coming in to mud basically. So you're going to need players that are able to either catch the ball, or either defend Lamar Jackson, because everyone's going to have this quarterback in the game. Moving on to wide receiver, we see the fastest wide receiver in the game. We have Tyreek Hill, starting off at mud as a 90 speed, score elite is an 87 overall. He's going to be super expensive. You're not going to see a lot of people with this card unless they use the power up pass, which is going to take a while to get, because I believe it'll take a lot of it'll be probably like level 40 before you're able to get this 87 to 88 overall power up pass. But most people will have Tyreek Hill. They do have budget options: Marquise Brown, Marquise Goodwin, Henry Ruggs III, and John Ross III. I'll get into that more in a second. Moving over to halfback, we have team builders Cam Akers, Adrian Peterson, DeAndre Swift, Raheem Mostert, and Matt Breida. Cam Akers is looking like a pickup, but if you like me, want to complete NFL epics, want to pick Eddie George as your team captain, this is just a waste to have. You already have 3 running backs. There's no point of going after him. But if you have no interest in picking up Eddie George and things like that, highly recommend getting this guy. He's going to be a beast coming out the backfield at the beginning of the game. Or you could just complete the entire team diamond set and get Barry Sanders. It's all up to you. A lot of running backs to choose from at the beginning of the game. Moving on to the tight end position, this is just it's a no-brainer. Jonnu Smith, you want to have him on your team. You can't teach speed, and he has it. So, like I said, no-brainer. Pick him up as a team builder day one ASAP. Moving on to cornerback position. At number 1 with 90 speed, we have AJ Terrell. Number 2, we have Trey Waynes. Number 3, we have Dante Jackson. Number 4, we have Garyon Conley. Number 5, we have Nevin Lawson. And number 6, we have Denzel Ward. Now, most of these guys are team builders as well, but it's some hidden stats that I need you guys to pay attention to, as I will get into that later. At safety, we have Isaiah Simmons. Obviously, he's going to be the best strong safety in the game, being the rookie master, but it is going to cost a ton to get I don't know how many rookies are in the game, but it's going to take a ton of rookies to complete this set. So some other options include Terrell Edmonds, Jeremy Chin, and Troy Apke. Of these 4, I personally will go with Terrell Edmonds, and I'll get into that a little bit later as well. And then at middle linebacker, we have Devin White, Deion Jones, Jalen Smith, Gerard Davis, and Devin Bush. I wouldn't even take a look at any of the middle linebacker position, considering you will have Mudmaster Sam Mills. So middle linebacker doesn't look like a position of need unless you particularly want these particular players to add to your squad. Moving on, we have outside linebacker. We have Jatavis Brown, who I had in my video, Cole Holcomb, who I also had in my video, Vic Beasley Jr., Bruce Irvin, and Shaquem Griffin. Once again, I'll have a little bit more in depth of why I'm picking certain players and just a second after this bit right here. And at defensive end, we have the fastest defensive end of the league. You're at like a 4.3 something. Montez Sweat. Then we have Daniil Hunter, Ryan Burns, and Quentin Bell. So, like I was telling before, man, we're gonna go back up to the wide receiver position. It's certain ratings that you need to pay attention to when you're picking certain players. Now, if you wait until you get the 87 to 88 overall power up pass to get Tyreek Hill, that's fine and dandy. But if you take a look at some of these other guys, John Ross III, Henry Ruggs III, Marquise Goodwin, Marquise Brown, they all pretty much have 89 speed, right? So they're second fastest players in MUT, all tied. But the difference between all these guys comes down to, one, their route running, and two, their change of direction. As you can tell, Tyreek Hill has the highest change of direction in the game, which sets him apart from all of these other guys. Marquise Brown is second with an 84. That is crucial because when you catch the ball in Madden this year, you can automatically just cut up the field. You can automatically juke and go one way or the other. And this rating is going to help a lot. And you need to pay attention to that because when you're picking your wide receivers, because especially your deep threats. Because if you run a drag route and anything like that, and they're covered by a linebacker whose change of direction is a 60 something, you automatically have an advantage. So that is something that I want you guys to pay attention to if you're picking when you're picking certain players that you want to be your speed receiver and things like that. These are hidden ratings that truly matter. Let's move over to, I believe, the cornerbacks right here. Another thing you have to pay attention to is also changing direction for your corners. Not so much as this next rating that I'm about to show you guys, but these guys all pretty much have the same speed. Trey Waynes, AJ Terrell, Dante Jackson, Garyon Conley. The difference between these two guys, Garyon Conley and AJ Terrell, is that they both have good press. They both have basically the same speed, and their change of direction is pretty high to be 84 overall. So these guys are able to keep up with these wide receivers and things of that nature. Another rating that you want to pay attention to if you're picking corners is the agility. Agility matters when it comes to corners, how they can shift, turn, things like that. And AJ Terrell's is pretty low. That going to say I'm not going to pick him because he is a big body cornerback and you need that length when you're playing Madden sometimes. But Garyon Conley does look like a close second in my opinion compared to Trey Waynes and Dante Jackson. So keep that in mind when you're picking your cornerbacks as well. Moving on to the last position is outside linebacker, right? So like I said, I was looking at the change of direction with these guys as well, and Cole Holcomb, not being biased, he leads the outside linebacker position with a 73 overall change of direction, which is key because I was looking at Vic Beasley as a close second to pick up, but his change of direction is so super low. But the rating that really matters when you're picking your outside linebackers is this rating right here. Who is going to pick up the quarterback when he needs to? And my God, Cole Holcomb, Bruce Irvin, things like that, these guys fit the bill. Cole Holcomb, 87 pursuit with that 85 speed is going to help him reach the quarterback, reach the running back, get to these certain angles in the game that you need to pay attention to. So these are certain ratings that are hidden that don't show up in your key attributes and things like that that you need to pay attention to in this year's installment of Madden. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I hope this video helped. If it did, go ahead and drop a like. Comment down in the comment section anything about Madden 21 that you're ready for, because the game does drop tomorrow. EA access, it will be available. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, man, remember to be great. I'm out.